the first part, which is the introduction. In today's globalized economy, business ethics has moved beyond simple theory to become a fundamental code of conduct that determines the long-term success and failure of an organization. Ethics involve a set of principles used to distinguish right from wrong, particularly concerning how decision impacts stakeholders, the individuals and groups such as employees and customers who are affected by company policies. This report focuses on Chicago Chicken City, or CCC, as a local Malaysian fast food brand launched in 2021, which is located in Kuantan, Pahang first, with the support of Tunas Manja Group. Despite its American-inspired name, Chicago Chicken City is a homegrown entity that has successfully obtained the Halal Jakim certification. However, operating in the high-volume quick service restaurant (QSR) industry presents significant ethical dilemmas, especially regarding the provision of fair wages within an unstable work system as the major ethical issue. We're going to move to the second part, which is the application of ethical issues. The primary ethical challenges facing Chicago Chicken City is ensuring fair competition while maintaining operational efficiency. For the first one is utilitarianism. From an utilitarian perspective, which seeks to maximize overall happiness or satisfaction, the current practice of minimizing labor costs might seem beneficial as it keeps food prices affordable for the masses. However, a long-term analysis reveals this is unethical. Overworking employees and providing low pay leads to a decline in food quality and service, eventually causing widespread dissatisfaction. To achieve true utility, CCC must sacrifice a portion of its profits to ensure better salaries and medical coverage for its workforce. The second application of ethical issues is virtue ethics. Virtue ethics shift the focus towards the moral character of the organization. Chicago Chicken City demonstrates virtuous behavior through its honesty regarding the Halal Jakim certification process. Rather than rushing to claim certification for marketing purposes, they spent 6 months conducting rigorous research to prove their product were truly halal. This integrity builds profound trust within the community, especially among Muslim consumers who value transparency and ethical character. Next, we move to the third part, which is the integration with management social science concept. By looking through the lens of social science, we can see how ethical choices directly impact business performance. For the first one is the organizational behavior. This concept examines how individual motivation and company culture drive results. In the high-stress environment of a busy kitchen, underpaid employees naturally experience dissatisfaction, which leads to high turnover rates. If Chicago Chicken City chooses the ethical path of paying above the 1,700 ringgit statutory minimum wage and offering performance bonuses, workers will feel valued. This leads to a more motivated, loyal team and reduce the cost associated with constantly hiring and training new staff. The second social science concept is social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility, or CSR, requires a firm to care for the community beyond its own walls. Because Chicago Chicken City relies on third-party platforms like Grab and Foodpanda, they have a responsibility towards gig workers who face physical dangers and inconsistent or fixed income. By implementing a Rider Care program that provides resting areas with free water and charging stations, Chicago Chicken City acts as a responsible corporate citizen, supporting the well-being of the Malaysian workers who are essential to their delivery value chain. We move forward to the fourth part, which is the practical ethical mechanism. To bridge the gap between theory and practice, Chicago Chicken City must implement a structured framework focused on fair wages in an unstable work system. For the proper structure framework, this framework is built on 3 core components, which is direct labor compensation equity, extended value chain support for delivery riders, and ethical corporate governance. A key tool in this framework is the SPEAK, which is Speed Decision Model, which guides managers through 5 critical filters: statutory principles, empathy, accountability, and knowledge. This to ensure that every management decision reflects the compensation and fairness rather than just legal compliance. In the proper framework also has implementation and roles. The framework will be rolled out over 12 months, moving from pilot program to a nationwide living wage scale that is 15% to 20% above the minimum wage. Responsibilities are divided across all levels, from the board of directors, approving budget, to branch managers, ensuring that rider care programs are clean and functional. To ensure these rules are followed, Chicago Chicken City will utilize quarterly surprise audits and an anonymous whistleblower hotline to protect employees who report ethical violations. In conclusion, addressing ethical issues is not just a moral obligation but a strategic necessity for Chicago Chicken City to maintain its reputation and stakeholder satisfaction. By integrating utilitarianism and virtue ethics with modern management concepts like organizational behavior and corporate social responsibility, the company can overcome the dilemmas of an unstable work system. The proposed SPEAK or SPEAK model and the transition to regional living wages to demonstrate a commitment to a human dignity that goes beyond the bare legal minimums. Ultimately, these ethical investments are expected to result in lower staff turnover, faster delivery times, and the establishment of Chicago Chicken City as one of Malaysia's most respected and sustainable local brands. Thank you.